hjärtligt välkomna allesammans. Of course, we start with you. And your thoughts?
Yeah, I think I can say that it was a tough game for us. We didn't perform particularly well throughout the game, but I think we can comfortably say that the best team won. Malmö were very, very strong today. I think when you saw, people talked about 1 point after 2 games for Malmö. I read a little bit about that, but realistically, with the 2 penalties that they had in the first 2 games, could easily be sat with 6 points also. So the margins are quite small, and we knew that we'd face a difficult team. We knew that having had 2 games where the results were probably not how they wanted, we would feel a lot of high press, a lot of aggressive play. So we tried to prepare for that. I put players with speed on the wings to try to get in behind. I don't think we used the space behind to stretch the game enough to combat their high press. I felt we changed system a couple of times. In the second half, we started to come in a little bit. We were a little braver with the ball. We played out a little bit more. We looked like we might start to create and come into the game, but then they scored the second goal, which killed it really. But you know what? We didn't give up. We continued to try. We continued to try to create something. It wasn't a strong game from us. It was a very strong game from Malmö. So congratulations for them and the 3 points. And I think there's some really good lessons for us to take forwards.
Thank you very much. Ove, your thoughts about the game?
Thank you, Ian, by the way. No, I think we're off the mark. For us, basically, as I said today, our seasons to the players, our season starts today. I think we saw a reaction. I think there was no coincidence that the way we played, because the team had trained well this week, there was a good energy about them. Training session was good. Worked a lot on finishing, worked a lot on combination play, and that you could see today. I think we played well. We had a good period in the second half for 10 minutes where I really felt we needed that second goal, and we didn't got it. And then like Ian said, Östersund came stronger. But what the lesson we had learned against Häcken, when we don't get that goal in our good periods, then we always can rely on our shape, and our shape today were really good. Team performance, very good. You see also the players who played out of position in the back, led by Rasmus. I can't ask for any better than what they had delivered. And it was a lot of good performance, I think. Forward in midfield, he grew into the game, but when he was in the game, he won nearly every ball, and he was the forward from Chelsea, he was the forward from Besiktas. It was a class performance from him. And up front, about the big man, we have said already the influence he has on the team, and he showed that today. Very happy with the impact subs. They lifted us, Jip, Gische and Erdal. They add energy when we needed it. So overall, is another step in the right direction, and it's nice to be off the mark. And now we have to come up with another good week and then carry that one in the next game, into the next game.
Okay, thank you very much to both of you. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. Start with, if you just wait for the microphone.
What's the status with Traustason?
He twisted his ankle, what I heard. He was happy, we were smiling. We had ice on his leg, but I don't know. It's too early to say. But I didn't ask the physio or the doc, but the way he came across to me, I don't think it's really bad. I think he got a knock, and hopefully a couple of days, a few days, and then he's back in training. That's what I hope, but I can't promise you.
Can you say a little more about Marcus Husberg? You said the big man up front, the way his impact on the team. Can you specify a little more? What's different?
I mean, we talked about him so many times, and I also want to highlight the team effort today, because everybody rose his standards with him. I think what he add to the team is obviously his own ability to play and how he plays the game, and the platform and the stature up front where we can play off. But what he also has, and that is very important for me, is he makes the people around him better. And I'm not only talking about Marcus Antonsson, I talk about the players. And that he has shown today just another time. Since I've been here, I've said it a number of occasions how important he is for us. And but not take away, as a team, we played well today. We moved on from Sundsvall, where I felt we had a decent performance. Today we had 14 shots, 10 in goal zone, what is high, and 7 on target, what is high for us. And we worked on that. That is not coincidence. We worked on that on, like you have seen the sessions on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then also on Friday. So I'm happy with the whole team performance. Obviously, the big man. It's nice to have him back.
Okay, any further questions?
Yeah, Ian, you said that you were a bit more brave in the second half. Do you feel that you lacked some of that in the first?
Yeah. It was a combination, you know. You got Thomas Isherwood playing out of position today. We've been struggling a little bit, certainly with the fullbacks, with Marco Waymans being injured. He did a great job for us against AIK. A fantastic job in that role, but today with the ball, he was. We felt that he was struggling a little bit with the build-up, and especially when he was getting pressed. Then Malmö triggered the press really well when the ball went out to him. So I swapped it in the second half. I put Tom out there, who I felt would go forwards a little bit more and give us a bit better kind of balance in the build-up. And we went to 3 in midfield with 1 deeper. So when Teki came in, I felt that we could switch out from the pressure much easier then. And then we were better, but still we could have been as good as Malmö were at pressing. I'd like to have seen us be much braver and move the ball quicker to try and play through that.
And I guess it's always easier to say afterwards, but was it something tactically? I mean, you say something about it now, but that you could have done in another way?
Yeah, you know what, we changed to a back 3 halfway through, and then we conceded the goal, and it comes from individual mistake really, from us losing the ball in a position where we had it, and I felt maybe a back 3 could have helped us build up and change the dynamic of the game a little bit. But then when you concede a goal so quickly, when you do that, again we switch back at half time. So we're a team that changes system a lot, and we do that, and we try to work with that, because then we can find new solutions, and so we work with that. It's not unfamiliar to the players, but today we changed a few times, and I felt by the end we got it right, but it was too late then.
Can you tell us something about Charlie Coker? It looked like he was injured.
Yeah, it was a dead leg. He got caught twice, quite quick succession, just on the back of his leg, and it tightened up at half time, so we had to bring him out. I thought he was doing well in the first. I thought he was secure with the ball, and he was helping us actually in the build-up, so I was disappointed he had to come out. But yeah, he couldn't carry on.
What do you think on Friday's game?
It's a dead leg, so I'm hoping that he'll be okay, but I'll let the physios tell me that when we get him back and have a proper look.
And can you just tell us some background about Rebel as well? You heard that there was something with his teeth that was causing some problems?
Yes, that's correct.
Can you give us more background about what?
Yeah, he had an infection in his mouth, so then he went to the dentist and they gave him antibiotics, quite strong ones, on Wednesday, Thursday. He trained, but he was not feeling good through the training sessions and was feeling really bad after the training on Friday, and we just took the option that to put him on 2 flights and overnight stay while he's on antibiotics and not feeling good was that you saw how Malmö played today. You cannot carry a player through a game that's not feeling 100%. So then for me it was better to leave him and prepare him ready for Friday.
So you think he can play that?
I hope so, unless he's got the wrong antibiotics, but I'm pretty sure they kicked him by then.
Thank you.
Okay. Jonas?
One quick one, and maybe Ian can help me confirm this, but it felt like you guys tried to go up as you a little bit of man marking to kind of stop him in the build-up. Is that true? Or is that more?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we know that forwards, Uwe said it, that forwards got real quality, and he was outstanding today, no question about it. So of course we knew that it was key to try to not allow him to build the play, and if we can cut him off, we can try and move the play down one side. So we tried to screen him a little bit in there, but when we used a player to do that, the problems started arising further up the field anyway. So yeah, we tried to limit him. It wasn't man marking, but of course we didn't want him to get the ball with time and space.
And it's not the first team that tried to man mark with different results. How do you handle that?
I mean, teams did it to us end of last season, and teams doing it, heck and try to do it. But today, I don't know. Especially first half was clearly to see that we played with 2 number 6s. Mm. So and that you can't take both of them out, and that's how we worked against that. So AC played deeper, Arno higher. We played basically more or less with two 6s, and it was hard to take both of them out. It was hard for us.
Okay, I think that was the final one. Thank you, everybody.